let's get a first down.
Remember, they trailed Oklahoma State by 15 in the fourth quarter and pulled it out. So Tiki Hardeman is in there with Parker. They're going to show the eye and see what happens here with Parker as he slashes on a cutback behind the left side. And you want to see some lopsided numbers, Dan. Here they are.
And A&M is just lucky. It's just 16-0. And I guess we are too, because this could get real ugly in a hurry when you look at this. And A&M is a very good offense. Their three rushers have gained over 2,000 yards. Not today, so far.
2nd and 8. Parker again cutting back and wrestled down by 3 of the black shirts, which is the nickname for the Nebraska defense. And we send you down to check in with Jackaroo.
Well, Brent, you were talking about that Oklahoma State game. Before that game, A&M engaged in what we call revolving quarterbacks. They shuffled them and shared the role between McCowan and Stewart, because last year when Stewart came out, they said, well, maybe there's too much pressure on him, and he didn't really do too well. So they wanted him to learn and get better. But they said that Oklahoma State game, R.C. Slocum did, was the turnaround for Brandon Stewart. Right now, he needs another kind of turnaround to get his rhythm, as you said, Dan Fouts.
And the R.C. Slocum needs to get a first down. 3rd down and 6. Aggies haven't had a first down in this game yet. High reaching grab. That's short of the first down. Chris Taylor making the catch, and he was defended by Erwin Sweeney, another of the fine freshmen. He starts at one of the corners for Nebraska, and so it's 3 and out again. Busy man, the punter, and Newcomb stands back on his own 26-yard line. He could give Nebraska a good field position again. Fair catch by one of the short men, and that's Lance Brown. They put 2 players on the wing and Newcomb back deep. That's a familiar formation for Nebraska. San Antonio, side of the Alamo. You know who Texas A&M feels like right now. We'll be right back. 6 feet, 185 pounds, freshman from Albuquerque. He has done it all. Here he is on the end around, rushing for 25 yards. Caught a pass for 26 yards. One of his punt returns, shake and bake, and loose for a 40-yard return. All-purpose yards for Newcomb, 106. Taking a look at himself up there.
He was, wasn't he?
And that big screen up there, and that's good.
Yeah, you bet it's good. That's great.
What a day he's having also. Scott Frost, the trigger man. Mon Green, big hole, left side. Flowers to the 42-yard line, and that's a gain of 6 yards on first down before Webster makes the stop. He's the eye back. On the toss to the short side, number 30 squares it up and smashes for the first down. Mon Green, one of the finalists for the Doak Walker Award, enjoying a very quiet great season. And watch that win look for number 30.
And watch the block here by Joel Makovica, and that sends Wynn all the way over on the cartwheel. He's lucky he didn't get hurt seriously on that one.
1st and 10 for the Huskers. Their own 49-yard line. Up 16, and Frost going to throw it downfield in the middle. Got a man tight end at the 25-yard line. Make it Jeff Lake, the split end. Number 89 for 26 yards on that pass play.
And Scott Frost can afford to smile with his offensive lineman, Matt Hoskins, there. This is only Jeff Lake's 4th catch of the year for only 14 yards, but he didn't come to Nebraska to catch passes. He came to block.
1st and 10 from the 25. There's the option. Frost going to keep it. Now a late pitch. Amon Green's gone. Touchdown as he reached for the corner. Did he get it? He may have been out at the 1. May not have got the pylon as he was going out of bounds. Down at the 1, Shun Horn, the corner on him, but the official who had the call
It is a touchdown, Brent, but the official that was closest never saw it, I guarantee you that.
Absolutely. And Brown adds the extra point for the Cornhuskers.
You know it's all working your favor when the quarterback can come down the line of scrimmage, gain 5 or 6 yards by himself, and then pitch it to his tailback, who can dive from about the 4-yard line here and will break the plane.
Bad call.
Basically with the point of the ball, though, Brent. I disagree with you.
No, watch the leg.
This is a
Watch the
touchdown.
knee from that other angle. That leg is down, out of bounds. That knee is down right there. That is not a touchdown. Oh, well, does anybody think they would have stopped him from the 1? Not me, folks. 23 zip. We'll be right back. He was wiped out on the play. Dante Hall backed up in the end zone. And we short of the 20. Down at the 14-yard line. Jack Arute, what was going on with the officials down there on that play, partner?
Well, Brent, during that commercial break, I had a chance to ask them what the situation was, and they said, remember that the goal line is like a plate of glass. That pylon creates an out of bounds, but it is part of that plate of glass. When the ball hit that plate of glass, they said it's a touchdown. But they had to check with 2 other officials. 3 officials said, yes, it's a touchdown. That's why it stayed.
Well, we've got the advantage of super slow motion, folks, and that is no touchdown. The knee is down, out of bounds, but so be it. Here is Sir Parker. Stewart throws into the middle, and a foot race with Derek Spiller, the talented tight end. 35, Warfield with the angle, pushes him out of bounds at the 22-yard line. There is a first down. That's the first of the game, and it took a 63-yard pass play on Stewart's completion to his tight end, and maybe that will lift up the Aggies.
And look at the speed for the tight end. Spiller goes about 240. He runs away from Jay Foreman there, but it's the speed of Eric Warfield that's going to force him out of bounds. Well, you talk about a play that a team needs. The question is it too late? A lot of time left, though.
Stewart at the line of scrimmage. Still 11 minutes here in the first half. Tiki Hardeman in as the running back along with Parker. Second down and 9. And here's the toss. Parker, nifty, elusive runner going no place because number 21, Rover Mike Brown, all over him, and clearly there is a problem with Peter. I asked him what happened, whether it was injury in the Colorado game or what, and he said, Dan, he was in the weight room, and you know they have that chin-up bar, and they had him doing some pull-ups, and he said it came a couple weeks ago, and he stretched something in his back, and it just hasn't felt right ever since.
And the amazing thing is, in that Colorado game, the Texas A&M coaches watched that tape and said, he has a bad back. We don't believe it. He was unblockable against the Buffaloes.
Steve Warren replaces him in the defensive line. Stewart on a play fake gets no time at all. Completed the pass to the 16-yard line, but he was under enormous pressure that time from Kelsey, the defensive end. Kyle Bryant, like his counterpart in Nebraska, enjoying a good season. This a 32-yard field goal. Trying to put the Aggies on the board here in the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship game, and he does just that. High short kickoff. Wiggins. 15, 20. Nice return to the 33-yard line. Peter is indeed going to go on inside here with 8:43 left in the first half. Jack Arute had him walk right past him, so our man is on the scene down there. And Jason appeared to be in pain, didn't he?
Yes, Brent, he's in a lot of pain, but one of the things about Jason Peters, he wants to go back out. So the doctors have decided they're going to take him back in the locker room and evaluate the condition, because as Dan, as you said, they need him for the bowl game.
Stopped at the 34-yard line. Good defensive play by linebacker Trent Driver, the senior from Cleveland, Texas. What's your feeling about Amon Green, Dan? You've watched him a few games now.
You know, the amazing thing for me, Brendan, here this guy has gained, about 1,700 yards. He's got 10 consecutive 100-yard games. The only game he didn't get 100 yards in, he got 99 and only played the first half of the Akron game. If he were on any other team but Nebraska, they'd be talking Heisman Trophy for Amon Green.
Option, wide side, late pitch to Amon Green, pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line by Rich Cody. I'd like to see kickers relax, folks. Frost pulls out, fires back, wide open is Brown. Oh, he was all alone in the secondary, out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Schoenhorn, the defender. But you talk about somebody who was wide open. You know, besides running, Scott Frost has been extremely accurate today. That's 27 more yards for the Cornhusker quarterback, who is 6 of 7, and the 7th was dropped.
Well, look at the time to throw, Brent. I think you could complete that one.
Not so sure.
Do you know that Scott Frost has not been sacked in the last 4 games? Easy to be accurate when you don't have that pressure back there.
Here's Amon. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Coming across that time was Stephen Young, the nose man, number 90, just a freshman. We talked about the stability on the Nebraska coaching staff. Let's take a look at our Home Depot coaches fact. Now, this is combined 152 years experience, participated in 149 bowl games, about to be 150. Green is out and Jay Sims checks in as the I-back for the Huskers. Frost rolls right, wide open again, and there's Davison, the freshman, going down at the 20-yard line to pick up a 5 on the pass play. Webster, the defender for the Aggies. His replacement, number 31, had a knee problem. He's wearing a heavy brace underneath. McAfee, the fullback, first down and still battling his way. There's your former walk-on inside the 10-yard line. If you're looking for a blocking fullback in the NFL, one of those Rathman type guys, folks, dial up number 45 in Lincoln. What a great fullback he is.
But you know, Brent, he's really not like a fullback when you see niftiness like this. Watch after the catch. Makes one guy miss there, skips inside another, jumps over one guy, and then as a true fullback will, he'll punish that tackler.
The gate replaces him. Two fullbacks, power look this time. Sims, the pitch man, got it. So with both fullbacks, Sims carries on the option that time to the 8-yard line, and Rich Cody forced to make the play. Frost is going to pull it out. Left side wide open, but short of the end zone. That pass was a little bit high that time, and T.J. DeBates went up to take it down. Had the pass been thrown a little bit lower, I think he would have made the end zone.
I think you're right, Brent. The throw, it does sail because Philip Myers is in there. If he can make that catch without leaving his feet, then Schoenhorn will not have any chance of stopping him.
Coach Osborne, it is 3rd down and goal. McAfee is right behind Frost. Green up over the top. Touchdown, Nebraska. Six possessions against Coach Slocum and the Aggies. This is the 3rd touchdown. They've also kicked 3 field goals. They've scored every time they have touched the ball here in the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. Brown adds the extra point to move on down to the Orange Bowl. Dante Hall will take a knee, and it'll come out on the 20-yard line. Jack, what's coming out of the locker room about Jason Peter?
Well, Brent, they finished the evaluation, and the medical people from Nebraska have determined that Jason Peter has re-injured his back, and they don't want to take a chance. Not that it could be a severe problem in the long term, but they don't want to take a chance for the bowl game. With this game 30-3, they've determined that Jason Peter should get in his civvies and watch the rest of it from the sidelines.
That's exactly what Dan Fouts suggested. Finley and Harrison in that defensive backfield. Brandon Stewart on a play fake. First down, not much time, but he completes it. And he hit his tight end Derek Spiller with his second catch of the day. He's got 23 balls. He had their biggest gain of the day. Dan Fouts, Jack Arute. I'm Brent Musburger. This is the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. The Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. I was talking to one of the fine executives from the Alamo Bowl down here, Bob Coleman, who lives here in San Antonio, and he believes that Purdue might wind up with a shot to come to the bowl game this year, and that would be exciting to have it in down here. Joe Taylor's done a great job with that team. The fullback, Tiki Hardiman, up the middle. Not much to cheer about if you're an Aggie today. It is 30-3. Gives you an idea of how the Cornhuskers are dominating. Brandon Stewart going to drop off the screen underneath, and it was so well defended against Dante that time. There was just absolutely nothing doing. Steve Warren, who has replaced Jason Peter, number 96, rushing over to make the play. Not only are the Cornhuskers talented, but they are deep.
That's why they can afford to tell Jason Peter to just take the rest of the day off. Got a sophomore like Steve Warren to back up Peter, but also Mike Rucker, number 84, has had a great year, backing up Chad Kelsey.
A lot of backups in there. I saw Carlos Polk, a freshman, who was on the field. Stewart on a blitz. Oh my! The defender had slipped on the play, and Baumgartner let it get away. He was too wide open. Third down and 9. Stewart runs hard to the right, and everybody's juggling the ball, aren't they? Finally, Chris Cole hangs on that time.
You know, they're
short of the first down, and they're going to punt. Dan?
0 for 6 now on third down conversions. Why not go for it here? You're down by 27 points. It's fourth down and about 2 or 3 yards, but Slocum elects to kick the ball back to the Huskers.
The Wiggins, Brown, and Newcomb back deep. And Brown makes the fair catch at the 26-yard line. We'll take a break. Baumgartner knows he let one get away just a few moments ago. We'll be right back. Being the Heisman. More than 50% of the votes are in. It's over. Peyton Manning has won it. Woodson is second. Here comes Frost to the wide side. Oh, bad pitch on the ground. Devon Green's got it at the 19-yard line. Daylight for a moment, Dan, for the Aggies.
Yeah, they're human after all.
4 wideouts. Shotgun. See if the offensive line holds up. They have all day, and they're going to run the quarterback right out of the shotgun, and look at Scott Frost. Beautifully conceived play, Dan. They simply spread the defense with the 4 wide receivers, and then just ran him on quarterback draw for 12 yards.
And the bottom line is not good for Aggie fans today. We talked, though, about how focused Nebraska was coming in, and you're right, Brent. Their practice yesterday, there wasn't any horsing around, as you usually have on the day before a game. Guys are loose and everything, but we're just wondering if old Jack Webb is going to go for that $1 million kick or that, the $250,000 kick.
I'd love to see how relaxed he is. It's Frost. Got a man wide open. It's Davison. Got him. Davison wide open. 35, 30 foot race now. Going to get tackled out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Caught by Rich Cody, the safety.
A&M defense has not allowed a lot of big plays this year. In fact, they've only allowed 1 over 39 yards.
Newcomb is the slot manager at the top of your screen. run to the short side. They use that play so often. Bond Green into the 10-yard line. We have talked about Davison and where he came from, and you have seen this play over and over again. Watch what Dan Fouts is going to tell you here.
Well, there he is. Here's Wiggins up here. Frost is going to look this way to begin with. The pass goes here, but watch Davison go all the way across the field. Sure, they were lucky on this play, but they were also hustling Matt Davison with a dive.
And here's Frost, cuts back down at the 1-yard line, scrambling toward the goal line for still another touchdown here with 30 seconds still to go. There is Davison. He just remember what the coaches told him. If it's not coming your side, just hustle back toward the ball. And that's what he did on that fateful day. Timeout has been called by the Huskers here, leading at 30-3.
Unstoppable.
R.C. Slocum certainly knows what you're talking about. He hasn't been able to stop this man today. Ryan Leaf will get some votes. He might be third, do you think?
And some guy named Woodson might get a few himself.
We already said Woodson was finishing second. Frost coming down the line. In for the Nebraska touchdown.
And maybe they ought to invite that kid.
He certainly would be one of our candidates. I cannot believe that he's the third string quarterback in the Big 12. Watching what he's accomplished here this year.
Second touchdown of the day on the ground. 19 on the year for Scott Frost. An amazing year when you consider all the great rushing quarterbacks that Tom Osborne has had. Scott Frost may be the best, at least statistically he is.
Chris Brown adds the extra point. Made for a great argument, though. What a game Woodson had against Ohio State. And he'll face Ryan Leaf in the Rose Bowl. That'll be coming up on New Year's Day. Yeah, and R.C. just scratching his head. It has been tough going against this man's team. 25 years. Fastest man ever to 250 wins, and it has been really agonizing today for the Aggies. Stewart will line it up in a shotgun. Final 30 seconds. Look at that heat. Sacked at the 10-yard line. Almost time. You'll have to make a decision on how far he's going to try it. How much money. Jack, what a great name. They'll play the old Dragnet theme song when he goes out there. You know, partner?
He's got to be hoping that he can just hit the net behind the goalpost.
The Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. A rout so far. 37-3 Nebraska. John Saunders and Todd Blackledge are coming up